Is this an instant replay or something?
What?
Because you came down about 10 minutes ago just like... Oh, no, wait a second. I got it. This is all for Alan Michael.
Daddy.
You wanted to make an entrance, didn't you, booby?
I forgot my purse. I just had to go upstairs, okay?
You think you got enough makeup there, Butch?
You ready to go, Michael?
Not so fast. And I want her back by midnight.
Oh, Daddy, could you...
I want you to understand, this is not some girl that nobody's looking out for.
No, I didn't think that.
It's good. It's very good. Because, you see, in my experience, there are a lot of guys out there, especially guys who are raised with a lot of money, who don't understand how a parent feels when some creep treats his kid with a hint of disrespect.
Daddy!
No. It's okay. It's okay. Obviously, your father's got me confused with somebody like Jenna Bradshaw Thorpe.
Ooh. Maybe you're right. Maybe I don't know you all that well. Eleni says you're not all bad. Have a good time.
Julie, I need the truth. Nadine fixed my hair. How does it look?
It's nice. It's really nice.
Really?
Maybe just a little touch-up.
Can you give me 1 minute? I'll be right back.
No hurry.
Thank you.
Frank, I thought you were going to go with Eleni.
No, Dad's gonna help her. It's just you, me, and Marina.
Take this lead and get out of here already.
We're working on it.
All right.
Just to the bar. We'll be back.
You know, Buzz, I hope you do not mind me saying this, but I think your daughter and Alan Michael, they make a very nice couple.
Oh, how does that sit with you?
Oh, Buzz, you're just like your son, Frank.
Hey. Don't badmouth my kid. The only thing wrong with Frank is that he's a chip off the old blockhead. I guarantee you, I bet you a week's tip. When you get back there, he's going to be waiting, biting his fingernails up to his elbow, ready to grow. What I meant was, is you used to be married to that idiot in there, Alan Michael. There must be some twinge of something when you see him with somebody else.
You swear on your father's grave, I have to tell you something here. All right?
Hope to die.
You know, maybe I just would not mind it if Alan Michael were still a part of my family.
Who said anything about being a part of our family?
Opportune times. Thanks. Oh, is that right?
So, did Eleni used to whip up desserts like this for you all the time? Or shouldn't I ask?
No. As a matter of fact, she didn't. I just wouldn't let her. She liked it.
Not being let in the kitchen. Now that I could get used to.
So what do you think of the country?
It's nice. I mean, I haven't seen all that much of it yet, but I think this room is done in very good taste. I gotta tell you, the bathrooms, they're about the weirdest things I've ever seen. I mean, there's not a single toilet in it.
Oh, that's the lounge. There's another room beyond that that has all the usual plumbing.
Oh. Gosh, it's, yeah, that's what I meant. European style, you know, it's all big red.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know, how would you like a tour of the whole place, a grand tour? I'll show you the grounds. It's really beautiful inside.
Great. Can I just pat on my nose one more time?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna shut there.
Yes, excuse me for a second. I'm sorry, excuse me. Alex, I'm gonna go take a little walk. I'm gonna keep an eye on Bess.
But
I'm just being cautious is all. You know, every time I see her, she looks like she's got something up her sleeve. And with the hearing tomorrow, I don't want to take any chances.
Right, darling. No chances.
Listen, Lucy went to the bathroom. You let her know that I'm outside, okay? Right over here. There's a bunker. I knocked on the Just step right up. No, stop here. Stop here.
what? Oh, it's a potting shed.
Oh, yeah, what do they use this for?
Pots?
Ask a stupid question.
Is that Bess?
Lucy!
Oh, no.
What in here?
My necklace. My necklace. I think I lost my necklace.
Uh-oh.
Oh, gosh. Oh, maybe it went down my dress. Could you look down my dress?
Down.
Take it easy. This is fun. Okay. Watch the tree. Tree. Gophers. Gophers. Driver right here. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good.
Oh, this is great. I always wondered how one of these things worked.
Uh-huh. And you chose now to try your first lesson when I was helping you look for your necklace?
I let you look as far as a nice young lady going to a first country club affair would. Right?
Right.
Besides, I could find my necklace anytime. Like the way I drive?
Very much. As a matter of fact, if they're auditioning Demolition Derby candidates, I think you're in the top 10.
I messed up my hair completely. It's a mess.
It's fine. It's nice.
I love it in here. It's just like a Garden of Eden. Except you have no apples. Probably just as well. Oh my gosh. Hey. You look just like your cousin Ethel, which is in my house. Except you need some water. Wow, this is an amaryllis. Isn't it pretty? It's sort of like a lily. I love the way it's so elegant and streamlined, you know? And the stem is never going to grow any leaves.
You know so much about flowers.
Oh, I was sort of a gardener and plant taker care of when I was with my father. Yeah. I bet we planted about 20 gardens before I ran off. I bet they're beautiful right now. I never really got to see very many of them. You know, we'd plant bulbs sometimes in the fall, but then we would leave by the time spring came around, and sometimes we'd plant seeds in the spring, but we never really got to see anything else grow.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, no, not really. Because it was like the planting part that was the best. I love the soil and like sinking the spade into it and then patting it down after I filled in all the holes. And besides, my dad always made traveling seem like this great adventure, you know? It was like exciting to go off into this new place. And we always had these high hopes, just the two of us. And sometimes we'd get there and there'd be all these other gardens. And we get to enjoy everybody else's work. I guess what comes around goes round.
Yeah. Best of all possible worlds.
Yeah. The world's been pretty good. Well, sometimes when I think about it, I didn't even have a part to play in. Guess my trips.
Yeah, I think I do.
Then one day I decided there's a practical side to horticulture.
Really?
Yeah. Because these seeds would cost like a fraction of a penny, but then it would grow into this great plant that would cost like $8 to $10, you know? Oh, brother, I thought that I had the money-making scheme of a lifetime. The trouble was, by the time I got to the roadside, everybody else's plant was in season 2. Nobody really wanted to pay the profit.
Right, you had a glut in the market.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, well, I just had to live with a tinier profit. I guess some kids in your set never really had roadside stands, did they? They're always too busy taking horseback riding lessons or French lessons. And my dad sometimes wanted me to have amenities, too, you know. There was this one time when he had this piano lesson set up for me, he made kind of a deal with this teacher. Look, you know, I don't want you to think that I just ran around with bare feet in the dirt or anything like that.
I don't want you to think that I've got some cash register in my head and I'm keeping track of the things that you do and don't know, you know.
I guess I always assumed that's what rich people did. That was how they kept their money.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. I mean, I wasn't thinking about it the last time. That's how I lost it. Let's see.
I guess I should be happy you didn't call me Beth.
Oh, sorry.
Look, I know that you're not going to relax until you find her.
Look, do you mind if we call it an early night? I mean, I'll take you back to the boarding house and I can look for Bess.
Oh, Michael? I wouldn't mind if I was hit by lightning a second.
Hey, guys.
Where to? You done?
Sorry, Frank, I didn't quite get this. Listen, you guys seen Bess Lowell? I've been looking around for her.
Yeah, she rolled out here about a half hour ago. Said she was looking for some air.
Was she alone?
Yes, I told her to be careful, and she was staying on the path. She should have been back in by now.
But you didn't actually see her come back.
No,
Which way did she go?
right over this way.
Thanks.
I'll go with you.
And Alex? Michael, what is it
I
now?
looked all over the place for Bess. When I couldn't find her, I figured maybe she turned in her room early.
Don't tell me.
The room has been completely cleared out. Clothes, shoes, medication, everything. Bess is gone. She's disappeared. I think we should call the police about Bess.
Alan Michael, a person who's been missing for an hour is not considered a missing person.
Michael, I looked all over the ladies' room and that extra room, and I still can't find Aunt Alex.
She probably just went home, and I don't blame her after the public flaying that she got from Roger.
Oh, you know, this is a nightmare. Roger was here, and now Bess is missing.
When your family goes into that courtroom, you got to make sure that you don't walk out of there until Thorpe
has nothing left except a shirt on his scrawny little back.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Billy.
I hope not.
What are you talking about?
Oh, we're just having a little trouble locating our star witness.
Bess? Why? What happened to her?
Look, I can't find her anywhere on the country club grounds. She's not in her room. She's not anywhere that she's supposed to be. Look, Nick, if Roger had Bess taken against her will, don't you think that somebody around here might have seen it? It's a very busy place. You know, there's waiters, there's all kinds of people around here. Somebody must have seen something.
Well, that's what we should do. We should ask every single person who was in here last night if they saw anything strange happen.
Lucy, I'm supposed to be taking you home, all right? I can't ask you to interview elevator operators and clerks.
Look, Michael, I don't mind staying. I want to stay, okay? Look, we could split up the floors. I'll take the odds, you take the evens.
You're a sweetheart. Okay, come on, let's go.
All right, know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try and track down the guy who's been helping Bess get around. Do you know his name by any chance?
Yeah, it's Ronnie. No, Lonnie, I think.
Okay, Lonnie. Okay, I'll find out if he knows anything.
All right, thanks.
Hi. You, stargazing too?
Well, no, I was driving by and I knew that my brother and Kat were here tonight and I thought I'd go in and try and find them, but then I thought maybe somebody would throw me out or something.
Why?
Well, I wasn't exactly invited. I've been out of town.
Yeah, I know. You left that night that I saw you down Michael's houseboat. As a matter of fact, I came here tonight with him. We're having a really wonderful time.
Lucy!
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, no, I said I was going to stay away for a while, but when I read in the paper that the hearing was scheduled for tomorrow, I thought maybe I didn't need to be afraid of Roger anymore.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't write him off just yet.
What do you mean? You've got Ross Mahler representing your case, and Bess is standing by ready to testify.
Yeah, if we can find her.
What do you mean, Alan Michael? Without Bess, you have no case, and Roger and Jenna could hold on to everything, and everybody else could get nothing.
Look, I hope it doesn't come to that, Jilly. That's why I'm looking for her right now.
Oh, Michael! Come quick!
Is that Nick?
Come on.
Maybe they found her.
What is the matter with you peapods? Wait! People, damn it. Waking me and that old woman in the middle of the night. Best sleep she's had in months. You gonna give me another stroke? Is that what you want?
You weren't in your room, Bess. What happened to you?
Well, why do you think I could get any sleep with this damn fool party going on right under my bed? So I had Lonnie move me to another part of the building.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a good idea as long as Miss Lowell was comfortable, and we were going to tell the desk first thing in the morning.
Yes, please accept our...
Oh, well, I am pleased you think it is so funny. Because you were dragged out of bed in the middle of the night.
Please accept our apologies. Bess.
We were just worried about you, Bess.
Look, Bess, you can go right back upstairs to sleep. I've called the kitchen. They're sending up some warm milk for you. You just rest.
Peachy. Class dismissed.
Lonnie, will you make sure that Miss Lowell is settled in for the night, okay? And
Yes, sir.
anything she needs, apart from running around the country club, just make sure she gets it.
Okay.
Thanks, Bess, for everything.
Don't thank me yet, Ducky. You ain't won yet.
Good night, Bess. Carl will be there to pick you up 8:30 tomorrow morning. I think we should all get together at 9 o'clock. There are some things I want to go over.
Good.
Yes, well, I better get home and get a good night's rest.
All right, good night, all.
Hey, you see where Jilly went?
Yeah, she left already.
Okay. Here, you go ahead and get them to pull the car up. I'll be out there in a minute. Hey. Here. I tell you what a trooper you are.
I'm just glad that everything worked out.
Yeah. Don't say that yet. Wait until tomorrow.
Well, Alan Michael, what do you think? You think we're going to get Spaulding back tomorrow?
I don't know, Aunt Alex. I mean, I hope so. I just hope Roger doesn't pull one of his last-minute bombshells and drops it on us.
No, I don't know. But I think Roger's perhaps just flat out of tricks.
Morning, Aunt Alex.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you feeling? Did you sleep well?
You can unfurrow your brow, Alan Michael. I don't plan to lose my temper with anyone today.
You're kidding. Not even with Roger.
No. Found an even better way to get even with him.
Oh, Lainey, wasn't the most wonderful party you've ever been to in your entire life?
Lucy, I'm so glad you had such a good time.
It was great.
Did your father ever find you?
Nope.
You know, he promised he would not look for you, but he still did. And, well, he would be happy to know you had such a good time.
Is he anywhere? Maybe I left town.
I think he's probably still upstairs because Nadine just took him some breakfast.
Oh, all right, Nadine. Oh, Alan Michael. He is really romantic, isn't he?
He can be.
I like him. I mean, I really, really like him. And I think maybe he likes me too. Except he's just not showing it because he's so wrapped up with this company thing. Wouldn't it be great if he won this?
Lucy. What is she doing here?
Hey, you rent rooms?
No, we don't.
No, Alexandra, you're the one that keeps forgetting. This is not just about you.
You're damn right it isn't, and it's about all of us. You'd think with all the millions they built you guys out of to belong to this country club that they'd get the elevators to run a little faster. Do you have any idea how long I waited?
Yeah, not to mention she had to wait over an hour for room service.
Yeah, and then the coffee was cold.
Oh, this is wonderful. You're in a perfect frame of mind to take on Roger and Jenna.
You set them up, and I'll knock them down.
Oh,
Good girl.
that's what I want to hear. Okay, let's go see who's bossing this town after all.
Well, Lainey, you probably know Al Michael better than anyone, so I was wondering if, you could tell if he was happy or maybe just looking happy.
What are you trying to say, Lucy?
Well, you saw the two of us last night at the party, and I was wondering what you thought.
Well, there was a lot going on at that party.
Oh, Lainey, please, please, this really means a lot to me.
Lucy, if you are asking me if I think Alan Michael likes you, then I say yes. I mean, what is there not to like? You're a very pretty girl. You are very nice. You're a little bit naughty, which is very convenient for Alan Michael.
What do you mean by convenient?
Alan Michael is a very unique person. He can be very kind and considerate and extremely generous. And for these reasons, I fell in love with him and I married him.
Well, that sounds pretty good to me.
But that is not all he is.
Yeah, I know. That's what everybody keeps telling me. I don't get it. They keep saying, watch out for Alan Michael because once you get to see him, the inside of him, and once you get past all his charm and his good looks, you're going to see this slimy snake. I don't see it, Elaney. Believe me, I've really looked. But I just see that guy that you just described to me.
Lucy, you're very young.
Oh, don't say that, all right? Why is it that whenever anybody disagrees with me, they say, oh, you don't understand because you're just too young?
Lucy, I'm sorry. You're right. You're right.
Because
That is not fair.
I've hooked my caboose to a lot of losers, and just don't tell me that I can't tell the difference, okay?
Okay. Look, what I'm trying to say is that Alan Michael is a very complicated man. Okay?
Okay.
Lady.
Well, I don't think Al Michael's any more complicated than the average guy. Not that I think he's average, because that he definitely is not. Hey, do you have any nuts?
Under the counter.
Great. Because, see, I used to know this guy once, and anytime he wanted to take this girl out on a date, he would have them fill in this questionnaire thing, like they had to tell what their favorite movies was, what their favorite food was, and stuff like that, even down to politics.
Why?
Because he had this phobia about making mistakes. So he wanted to make sure that he had all the right answers so he could ask all the right questions. Now that is a guy with a serious complication. Alan Michael, I don't see it. I mean, I really think that you've got him all wrong. He's very open about what he wants. He knows exactly. He wants his family company. And I don't see that there's anything wrong with that.
Lucy, Alan Michael becomes obsessed with things. That is what I'm trying to tell you, and this is one of those things.
Yeah.
Don't you understand that he will do anything it takes to get what he wants? He wants this business back for his family, and he will do anything for it.
Yeah, and don't you think that Frank would do the same thing for this place?
It's not the same. Frankie would not. Frankie has limitations, all right?
No, I think it is. I think it's exactly the same thing. Look, maybe the diner isn't exactly worth what Al Michael Spaulding's company is worth, but it's the same. They were both built by the grandfathers. They both were built on strong family values. Come on, think about it, Elaine. Frank would never leave this place. He belongs here.
Frank loves this diner, but that has nothing to do with what I am trying to tell you about Ellen Michael. It is not the same thing.
Yes, it is. It's exactly the same thing. Look, I've known a whole lot of rich guys before, and none of them have any of the same loyalty. They think that they can just go on out there and buy anything because they can just go and replace it. But Alan Michael's not the same way. He's the guy that he's got something from his family, and he's gonna fight for it. And I really admire that, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with it. In fact, I think he'd be a fool if he didn't. Cheers.
In the kitchen.
Thank you.
We may be a year late, but we finally made it.
Let's hope we shall see the tables turned on Mr. Thorpe.
Yeah, I wonder where he is.
Well, he must know he's in trouble, or else he'd be here early, ready to gloat.
Well, I don't think Roger's going to be doing any gloating today.
You know, I only wish the best for you, but oh, I would love it if Alexander ended up without a penny.
Yeah, well, that's not going to happen, Blake. We have all the ammunition Ross needs this time.
Thank you.
All you have to do is tell the judge exactly what happened, and I'll do my best.
Well, how do I know how good your best is?
I like you best. You never give an inch, do you?
No, this crowd.
Now, look, I'm going to get Roger's bribery of you last year on the record. Now, what that means is, no matter what happens to the company, he can't hurt you, because he's going to be in jail.
Rise. Judge Arthur presiding.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, counselors. Please be seated and we can get this hearing underway. Last winter, I presided over the fraud trial of Bradshaw versus Spaulding Enterprises. At that time, the defense alleged they had, but could not produce, evidence that Spaulding Enterprises had, in fact, entered into a legal contract with Miss Bradshaw's father, a contract for the device which made the company's fortune. However, lacking such a piece of crucial evidence, I found in favor of the plaintiff and awarded Miss Bradshaw what this court to believe to be fair compensation. Although this is an informal hearing, I will discharge anyone from this court who interrupts. Is that clear? Although I found in favor of the plaintiff, I granted the Spauldings the right to seek redress should they be able to produce such evidence. It is my understanding, Counselor, that you are ready to present that evidence to this court now.
I am, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
That being the case, this hearing is now convened. It had better be compelling evidence, Counselor.
Yes.
Where the hell is Roger?
I have no idea.
He should have been here half an hour ago.
Well, let's not worry about Roger, okay? You work for me now.
Your Honor, may I first offer my apologies to the court for having once again to listen to arguments on a case you have already presided over with such distinction, and based on the evidence, come to a just decision. As you are fully aware, Your Honor, my clients have provided incontrovertible proof that Jenna Bradshaw's father, Clyde Wineland, is the inventor of the device in question, a device which I might add is worth billions to the Spauldings. Now, the Spauldings were unable to produce any evidence of a contract for the rights to this device, and to my knowledge, still have no such document to offer. In short, nothing has changed. Except, of course, Alexandra Spaulding has returned, obviously upset about the loss of her business empire, and the sudden appearance of a former elderly employee with perhaps an all too convenient memory. So, once again, Your Honor, my apologies for the waste of this court's time. Be assured that we will once again show, beyond a shadow of a doubt, the original wisdom of the court's decision.
Mr. Marler, are you ready for your opening remarks?
Yes, Your Honor, and I will try and hurry through this as my esteemed colleague apparently has a train to catch. Contrary to Mr. Flynn's wishful thinking, new evidence has arisen recently, and I appreciate the court allowing us to present it. Now, it is true that the document in question is not in our hands. However, several people have seen the document and they will testify to its contents. In addition, there have been events which the police will testify to involving the pursuit of this document, making its value implicit. But most importantly, we have in the court today Bess Lowell. Miss Lowell not only typed up the contract herself, but she witnessed the signing of it.
What does this mean? Are they going to believe her?
Well, it depends. Roger thought he could make a deal with the old lady. I don't know if he did. Do you have any idea?
No, I don't have any idea. Last I saw him was last night.
The fate of Spaulding Enterprises has been clouded by a missing document. If the Spaulding family cannot produce this document, it will almost be impossible for them to regain control of the company from Jenna Bradshaw.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Miss Lowell, how long did you work at Spaulding Enterprises?
A little more than 25 years.
Uh-huh. And what was your position there?
I was Brandon Spaulding's private secretary.
And do you recall Brandon Spaulding ever doing business with an inventor named Clyde Wynant? A gentleman who was later subsequently identified as Jenna Bradshaw's father.
I'm so glad you asked.
You're worth more than the Magna Carta and the Declaration of Independence. What am I going to do with you?
That's a really good question. That's it, isn't it? That's the document that the Spauldings have been running all around town for. The one that half of our family almost got killed for.
It's a catering contract.
Oh, please. Come on, Dad. Look, you didn't raise any slow children, all right? That is the key to one of the largest fortunes in America. It's what that hearing downtown is all about. What are you doing here with it?
Miss Lowell, as Brandon Spaulding's personal secretary for over 25 years and someone who is privy to his 1963 dealings with Jenna Bradshaw's father, can you tell this court, what did Spaulding Enterprises owe Jenna Bradshaw 1 year ago?
Your Honor, I request a delay until my client, Roger Thorpe, can be present.
Well, now that you mention it, Mr. Flynn, Mr. Thorpe's conspicuous absence is in contempt of a subpoena. Bailiff, tell the police to locate him. Continue, Mr. Marlar.
Thank you. Miss Lowell, what did Spaulding owe Jenna Bradshaw last year?
Yes, I can tell you what Spaulding owed that woman and her husband. A lawsuit for fraud.
Is that it? I understand.
Mr. Marlar, will you continue with this witness?
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Miss Lowell, on September 25th, 1963, you were instructed by Brandon Spaulding to type up a contract giving Spaulding Enterprises the rights to develop and profit from an invention of Jenna Bradshaw's father?
Clyde Wynant, yes.
And Mr. Wynant sold all rights to his invention to Spaulding Enterprises for the sum of $5,000?
That's correct.
Now, Bess, did you actually see these gentlemen sign that contract?
Yes, I witnessed it with my own signature.
Mm-hmm. And the inventor was indeed paid in full?
Oh, he certainly was. I cut the check myself, and I can confirm that he cashed it.
There is no such document. Why don't you object?
Don't worry, I'll get my shot at the old lady.
Miss Lowell, after all these years, how is it you can remember all this in such great detail?
Well, I reviewed my files last winter when Brandon Spaulding's grandson, Alan Michael, came to ask me for help.
Your Honor, this coincides with the testimony that Mr. Spaulding gave last winter. Now, at that time, Nick McHenry Spaulding came to you to confirm this. Why didn't you come forward then?
Because of Roger Thorpe. He came to me with threats. He tried to bribe
Objection,
me.
Your Honor. Objection. Objection.
So, you stole that document out of the baby's lamb, and then you've just been standing here with it, and you haven't done anything?
It was attracting too much attention. I thought this needed an honest referee.
Oh, brother, how could you do that? Dad, Alan Michael and his entire family have been searching for that for forever.
It's easy. I'm not in love with Alan Michael.
It's the Spauldings, okay? So why don't you just give it to me?
You know, I don't remember you making those distinctions about half the things that have fallen into your lap. Most of the things in life started out being someone else's, you know.
Only Alan Michael lost that while he was trying to save Elaney from that creep that Roger Thorpe hired. And then he could have gotten himself killed, but instead, he came back.
Yeah, and you nearly got yourself killed by getting involved. You didn't ask, but the reason I took this out of the lamb was because the gun at that particular moment was being held to your head. And I thought this might make a good bargaining chip.
Now, you should give it to Alan Michael because it's his and he earned it.
No, he inherited it. It's a big difference.
No, Daddy, that's what people do. They get rich. They work hard so they can make a better life for their kids.
In the Mother Goose version.
No, it's exactly what your father did, didn't he? He built this place so he could support your family.
No, my father, your grandfather, would run out into a blizzard, into the street because he overcharged somebody a nickel. On a day that began at sunrise for him and ended at midnight. Running this place and doing repair jobs on the side for a few extra bucks. Then he'd come home, sit in his big chair, and Mom would bring him supper on a tray, which he would fall asleep trying to eat. You know, the man never finished a meal. That's earning it. Brandon Spaulding, on the other hand, spent $5,000 on an invention and made his entire family billionaires. Then he used people and squashed them like bugs so that his family could keep all that money for generations. That's inheriting. Don't tell me about right, and don't tell me about fair.
Fine, but he still got it, even by your standards. And so did Alan Michael. Dad, I know, you know it is the right thing to give that document back.
Yes.
So do it.
Oh, man. The Spaulding family's had money for generations. Alan Michael has a newspaper. He has probably stuff tucked away. Jenna Thorpe has what? Nothing. Except a baby on the way.
What does Jenna Thorpe have to do with anything?
She's like us. I mean, she's got a shot, and she'll never have it again. And you know it. Well, maybe you don't know it, because you're so young and hopeful. But I'm old, and I know it. I know I'm not going to have another chance. So I'd like to see how she lives her dream. So, Spauldings are going to have to make their own luck. Without the help of the Coopers this time.
What are you doing? You're kidding me. No way, you're
What?
not doing that.
Back here! Miss Lowell, you have stated that Spaulding Enterprises paid Clyde Wynant for his invention, and therefore Jenna Bradshaw has absolutely no claim to Spaulding. Of this, do you have any doubts?
No, none.
And you say that a document that would corroborate your testimony does exist?
Yes, it did. I typed everything in triplicate in those days.
And could you produce a copy for the court?
No, I cannot.
Why not?
Well, because Roger Thorpe hired somebody to steal it from
Your Honor,
him.
objection,
and
objection.
he got away with it.
Mr. Thorpe is not on trial here. The veracity of Ms. Lowell's alleged document is.
I do not care about Roger at this point. I care about getting this company back. If he gets in trouble, that's too bloody bad. Look, if he paid off Bess, don't you think the Spauldings might have as well?
Mr. Mahler, do you have any further relevant questions?
No, Your Honor. I think Miss Lowell's testimony has been very enlightening. Thank you, Bess. Your witness, Liz.
How are you feeling, Miss Lowell?
Oh, never better, thank you.
Now, you've been away from Springfield, what, 30 years?
Yes, that's right.
And how did you happen to come back?
It's my home.
Any relatives here?
No.
What address did you move to?
I was taken to a place out on Route 20, the Willows Retirement Community, because Roger Thorpe wanted to keep an eye on it.
Just answer the question, Miss Lowell.
Well, his questions won't give you the whole story.
Now, just relax, Miss Lowell. Now, you moved to the Willows Retirement Community?
Yes, I was taken because I had a stroke.
Oh, that must have been terribly frightening.
Well, yes, it was. I was helpless.
Helpless?
Well, helpless to protect myself. I couldn't let anybody know where I was. I couldn't write. I still have trouble with my speech.
So you couldn't
see
speak, you were immobilized, you were disoriented, you were basically what? A vegetable. You lost
Objection, Your Honor!
Right?
You obviously have no idea of what a stroke is. Where did you get your degree? In a cereal box? Yes, part of my body became paralyzed, yes, and I was aphasic, which means I could not speak. And my motor functions are still somewhat impaired, yes, but I assure you, my mind remained as sharp as a tack. And only the ignorant didn't know it.
Mr. Flynn, apparently you didn't know my father suffered a stroke last year. Words like vegetable don't really sit well with me.
I apologize, Your Honor. Miss Lowell, if I sounded insensitive. Now, Miss Lowell, before you moved back to Springfield, you were living in Richmond, Virginia, alone. Perhaps a little lonely?
No, I was not. I studied painting. I studied languages. I traveled. I had just come back from a 2-month tour of the Holy Land.
How could you afford all of that?
I'm very smart with my money.
On a fixed income. Isn't there a little more to it than that? Come now, Miss Lowell, I can subpoena all of your bank records.
Mr. Spaulding gave me money upon my retirement.
Brandon Spaulding.
Yes.
That we won't find in any records, will we?
No.
So it appears that you can depend on the kindness of patrons. Who physically brought you to Springfield?
How else did I know I was paralyzed?
What was the name of the man? What was the name of the man?
Remember.
Now, don't get excited. Just try to relax. Let's try to remember something a little more recent, okay? Where did you move after you left the Willows?
To a boathouse, a refurbished boathouse.
Alone?
No, Alexandra Spaulding was there, too.
And where are you living now?
Lakeland Country Club.
And who's paying?
All the Spauldings.
Well, it seems you're living a lot better under the Spauldings than the man you cannot conveniently identify. As a matter of fact, your memory is a lot sharper when there's a few bucks behind it, isn't it?
Objection, Your Honor!
Why should this court believe that you're remembering anything the Spauldings want you to?
Your Honor!
They pay you.
Objection!
No further questions.
How can
If only we had the damn document.
I swear I will have you arrested.
Nice talk from a daughter. How are you going to do that without any evidence?
Hurry. Okay. All right. Okay. Tell me, what's your cut?
Cut?
Yes, because whatever it is, I am sure that the Spauldings are going to pay more than whatever Jenna's paying.
I told you before, this is personal. Personal.
Are you okay? I mean, did you get, like, hit on the head or something? Or were you just working under these fluorescent lights for too long? Because this isn't the guy that I used to know, you know? The one that would dance with Bird Lakes Durbin for a plate of ribs.
She was a sweet lady, wasn't she?
Yeah. They were all sweet, aren't they? Dad. Look, I know, you're a ladies' man, all right? But you never let any of them get to you. Do you really think that Jenna's gonna marry you?
Don't know.
So say that you did burn this contract, okay? Then what? Is she just gonna, like, suddenly fall in love with you? I mean, what's really different? She still has Roger, right? They have all the money. They've been sleeping together. They have a baby to prove it. She's not even gonna know that you did this heroic thing unless you tell her.
Not heroic.
No, all she's gonna say is, pass that caviar because us Cooper's a sap.
You don't know a thing about me and Jenna. Oh, never mind.
No, what? Come on, what? What is she? She's different? She's special? Dad, I see that look in your eyes. I know that look. It's that same look that you used to have when you read me that story when I was a baby. I always did think that that was more for your benefit than for mine. You know? King George comes riding in on this big white horse and saves that princess from the great jaws of the dragon. Dad. Look. I don't want to be the one to break it to you, but, it's not gonna happen. Do the right thing. Please. Alan Michael, I found it, the contract. My father's got it.
Oh, baby, yes. Oh, come on, we gotta tell Ross.
Well, I was lucky I saw him at all.
Why didn't you just take the contract from him?
I tried. I even bit him.
You should have brought him down here at gunpoint, for heaven's sakes.
Yeah, well, I was trying to keep him from doing it.
Doing what?
Burning it. Look, why don't you just put me on the stand, okay? I'll tell him what I saw.
I don't need any more testimony. I need the document,
Okay,
all right?
I couldn't get a hold of Elaine at the diner. She's not answering. How long do you think you can stall?
About 30 seconds. I tried stalling this judge the last time,
All right.
remember?
Put Detective Cutter on the stand.
Well,
Okay, put him through his paces. I'll be right back.
Yes.
Well. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Mahler.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I would like to call Detective Patrick Cutter to the stand.
What does this mean?
It means Marlowe's got nothing. You're still rich.
Your Honor, may I have a word?
There is a hearing in progress here. Who are you?
A friend of the court. And the truth.
Would somebody tell me what just happened?
I think the Spauldings just got the first piece of good luck that they've had in a long time, man. Alex.
Detective Cutter, you may step down. Counsel, will you approach the bench? Mr. Flynn, will you approach the bench, please?
Is that the document Alan Michael lost a year ago?
Can't tell. It's about the right size.
This document appears to show that we made a mistake last year. That Spaulding Enterprises did indeed have an agreement with Mrs. Thorpe's father, and as a result, this company owes her nothing.
Certainly not all of its assets.
How convenient. Magically appearing at the 11th hour.
No. This contract has been in and out of our hands for the better part of a year.
Yes, I am well aware of that. Miss Lowell, would you please approach the bench?
I can't believe this. I can't believe that that piece of paper is going to get us back everything.
Relax. The fat lady hasn't sung yet.
I have entered this document as Exhibit G. Miss Lowell, can you please tell me if you have ever seen it before?
I typed this myself. That's my signature, just as I said.
Your Honor, who was that clown anyway, and who knows where he got that piece of paper? Off a cereal box?
Oh, Mr. Flynn, please, just sit down.
Well, is it real?
This is not a boardroom. Everyone, please sit down. I have reached my decision. There is more than a fortune at stake in this case. There is the honor of the law and the reputation of this court to uphold.
Oh, he can't be changing his mind based on just that.
Ross, is he saying what I hope he's saying?
Today, the law is asked to judge the bond of two men long dead.
Your Honor.
Mr. Flynn, please. I don't make these judgments arbitrarily.
Well, I just don't think that it's...
Well, I do. The Spaulding's entire defense during the first trial hinged on the argument that there was an agreement with Clyde Wynant, regardless of how fair, and that proof in the form of a contract did exist.
The Spauldings could have printed that piece of paper last night, Your Honor.
These are other patent applications from the 1960s that I have used for comparison. Clyde Wynant is dead. How did they get his signature on it?
Bet you I'd look good in a new red sports car.
To err may be human, but so is the law. And so human error must force the law to change its mind.
No, you can't do this.
Mrs. Thorpe, control yourself or I will have to hold you in contempt.
Contempt? You're damn right I'm in contempt of you and your law. What about justice? I don't give a damn about their contract. They used my father. They used him. They just took advantage of him. What about a man's life work? They owe me for this.
Sit down. This is not going to help me. This is not going to...
Regardless of the deal that you would like to have with Spaulding Enterprises, Mrs. Thorpe, this document is tangible evidence that your father thought it was fair enough to sign at the time. You have also enjoyed unparalleled privileges and revenues for nearly a year, which is more than ample compensation for any imagined slights. And the fact that Mr. Thorpe could not even appear today leads me to believe that what I've just been handed is real. And I see no reason why the Spaulding should be further penalized by his absence.
Your Honor, I strenuously object. Are we on the honor system now?
The Thorpes are welcome to have this document examined by handwriting experts and appeal, if and when they are able to prove that it is a forgery. In the meantime, I am overturning my decision of February 25th.
I don't think you want to miss it. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Forgive me.
Spaulding Enterprises did not defraud anyone and deserve to suffer no penalty. Therefore, I am ruling that all payments and properties made to Mrs. Thorpe, including any subsequent acquisition she's made with Spaulding Resources, be restored to their original owners as of midnight tonight.
For my work schedule. Mom, listen, can I borrow the keys to the company jet this weekend?
Yeah, Michael, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Oh, let me think. Roger's office.
Oh, darling, wait. That'll wait. Beth, you must be exhausted. I want you to take the yacht, and I want you to go all the way around the world. Well, I'm expecting a little more than that.
Roger will never forgive me.
Your Honor, may I remind the court that there remains many unanswered questions as to how this all came about, and frankly, some of my clients fear for their safety.
Your point is well taken. I'm hereby directing the police to arrest Roger Thorpe on contempt charges, at least until he can make a full accounting of all assets in question. This court is dismissed.
Oh, Dick, it's better and better. Well, not that I really care, but what could Roger have been thinking?
Oh, maybe he thought he could stall for time. I fully expected him to come crashing in with one of his devious schemes.
Mr. Morrow, the biggest reversal of this kind maybe ever. How does it feel?
My friends, it's just another day at the office. Actually, it feels like justice has been served and a message has been sent.
You see this as a personal vindication.
Well, it's always nice to be on the winning side, but this victory, yes, has personal significance for me because the Spauldings just never lost faith in me, and I never lost faith in the system. And I think it is fitting that the people who twisted the law have now been strangled by it.
Ooh, I got my headline.
Look, I'll talk to you all later, all right? Thanks a lot.
It looked like it was touch and go in there for a while. Were you ever worried?
Not for a moment. I knew he'd be taking home all the chips, even though they're ours to begin with.
Your ex-husband, Mr. Thorpe, didn't even bother to make an appearance. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, well, I think he's going to miss one hell of a party. Ladies and gentlemen, please. I think it would be just far too easy to characterize this hearing as just a power struggle. You'd be missing the whole story there. No, this was about a family pulling together, reclaiming its pride. Well-earned pride over hard work and generations, in spite of what some people think that they can just steal it. Now, as far as the nuts and bolts of the company go, I will be reclaiming the helm, along with a lot of other familiar faces. And, oh, my son, Nick McHenry Spaulding, our newest member of the board.
Do you think that your piece on Roger Thorpe influenced the outcome of the trial, Nick?
What I think is important is that I said some things that just needed to be said.
You're heir to one of the country's largest fortunes again. So what's next for Nick McHenry Spaulding?
Well, right now I have a story to write. I have an exclusive here, and I'm not sharing it with any of you guys.
What are you talking about?
Oh, of course, my nephew, Alan Michael Spaulding. He's going to be pivotal.
Now, do you think that your competitors will try to take advantage of the disarray during the transition?
Oh, well, they can try, but we've all been here before, and I don't think that there's going to be any lapse for them to take advantage of. I'm sure that they had hoped that the other side had pulled it out.
Well,
you let that company slip through your fingers once. You don't think that will undermine confidence now that you're back?
I think it's important to note that the name on the door never changed, Spaulding Enterprises. Why? Because we have a reputation that's unmatched. We have run this company as a family organization with that same attention and pride to detail. I think that the competition is not going to sleep very well tonight.
Speaking of the competition, do you have specific plans?
Oh, we're going to bury him.
I'd like to go back to my room.
I've got to ask a question. Roger Thorpe was mysteriously absent from the proceedings.
I don't think there's any mystery about
Ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement to make I've been waiting to make for so long. I want you all to come to the country club for a celebration, and the champagne, thank heavens, is on me. All right, let's go. Did you know that they were coming here? Champagne, champagne, please, so that I may toast Mr. Marlin on his stunning and...
Come here, counselor. Thank you, Lord.
Here's the lawyer.
I'm really glad we got back so soon because I still haven't found that necklace I lost.
Oh, don't worry about that, sweetie. I'll buy you another necklace. I'll buy the whole town necklaces.
No, but I like that necklace. Hey, maybe we could go out there before it gets too dark. Or maybe after. It could be fun.
I can't leave now. I just got here.
Thank you very much.
Oh, Mindy. I thought you'd be on your way back to work.
Well, I guess I thought it more important to be here with my fiancé.
Excuse me, I would like to make a toast, please, to a gutsy lady without whom we wouldn't be celebrating. Bess Lowell, thank you for typing everything in triplicate.
Yes.
I can't wait to see Roger's face.
Oh, man, I'm sure it looks a lot like Jenna's right now.
Excuse me, cousin. I need for you to settle a dispute between me and Aunt Alex here. Taste.
Come on, Alan Michael, I'm not a connoisseur of wine.
But he knows what he likes.
Come on, come on.
All right, okay.
Just do it for me. Humor me.
Pick this one.
You know, they're both good, but something has led me to this one. I don't know what it was.
Sorry, Aunt Alex, okay? Youth before experience here. I told you.
Listen, Alan Michael. I saw the way Alexandra was at that press conference, and I thought you handled yourself really well.
Well, that's the way you have to be with Alexandra if you're going to do business with her.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay.
Blake, you act as if something was done to Roger, and it was my idea to do it.
Well, maybe you're just a little too into this for my taste.
He broke the law. I did my job. I'm not going to apologize for doing it well.
He's gone. He's really gone.
Slipped out the back door.
I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. Why would he not show up?
He knew it was a lost cause.
My father run from a fight? I don't think so.
If Roger cut his losses and left, it wouldn't be the first time, Blake. Honey, he's gone. But I'm still here.
I know. Just his disappearing. Something is not right about it. It just feels bad.
See, Blake?
You don't know what to say, so don't say anything.
Did either of you happen to see where Lucy Cooper went to?
Gotta be in here somewhere.
Hey, there's time for that later. Listen, you guys, either of you guys seen where Lucy went to?
No, I haven't seen her.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll see you around the paper, cousin.
Yeah, I guess you'll also see me at the Spaulding boardroom.
Really? You're that interested?
Oh, yeah, you're damn right I am. I'm going to keep an eye on you and Alexandra, just like I did before. Could serve to be very educational.
Oh my God. No.
What is it? What happened? What happened? No, calm down, calm down. What happened? Did you cut yourself? What? What is it? Oh, my God.
Oh my God, I was just looking for my necklace,
All right, come on.
and I was just on the floor.
Over here. It's all right. It's all
I don't know
right.
what-
Relax. Calm down. It's gonna be okay. It'll be okay. All right? It's gonna be okay.
Did you see what was it?
No, I didn't. The light was too dim. The light was too dim. Okay, just relax. Relax now. It's probably just a raccoon who got something over there, okay?
I gotta get this off of
All
me.
right. Come down. Come on. Look, we'll go to the greenskeeper's hut and we'll get some water. Okay, come on. Come on. Don't look. It's all right. We'll take care of you. Come on. Come on. You're all right. You're all right. Come on, sit down. Can I get a scotch soda, please? And, what do you want?
Tom Collins.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Spaulding, but, right. Drinking age is 21.
Yeah, I know.
Did you also know that you're still 20? She'll have a Collins minus the Tom. Lucy, get clean.
Yeah, they feel sticky.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hey, go get your rag, okay?
Oop. I saw that.
Detective Cutter. What are you going to do about my father?
Find him. We'll be in touch. Look, I'll meet you in the car.
Well, maybe you want to go next door. Go see my Uncle Ed. He's a doctor. He can take a look at you.
I don't need a doctor. It's not my blood. Look, why don't we just get a flashlight and go back down there and figure out what it was, okay?
Well, I think it'd probably be a better idea if he did it. Right, Detective Cutter?
Is there a problem, Mr. Spaulding?
No, there's no problem, but... Look, why don't I just show you, okay? Come on, I'll be right back.